educate, and raise the masses. Thus alone the national is possible. A very good evening and namaskaram. വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷം നിറയുന്ന ഒരു നിമിഷത്തിന് നമ്മൾ ഏവരും ഇന്ന് സാക്ഷ്യം വഹിക്കാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. മലപ്പുറത്തിന്റെ വികസനത്തിൽ ഒരു പൊൻതൂവൽ ചാർത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് AI ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ കോളേജിന്റെ ഉദ്ഘാടന ചടങ്ങ് അല്പസമയത്തിനകം തന്നെ ഓൺലൈൻ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമിലൂടെ ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് മുന്നിൽ നടക്കുന്നു. നൂതന സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യ എത്രത്തോളം വളർന്നു എന്ന് നമ്മളെ ഓരോരുത്തരെയും ബോധ്യപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് ഏറ്റവും ആധുനിക രീതിയിലുള്ള സംവിധാനത്തിലൂടെയാണ് അറ്റ്ലസ് ഐഡിയൽ ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ കോളേജിന്റെ ഉദ്ഘാടന ചടങ്ങ് ഇവിടെ നടക്കുന്നത്. Moving forward, let me introduce myself. My name is Prishna and I'll be a host for this beautiful day. Proceeding further, now we have welcome address by Dr. A. Muniruddin. He is the Director Academics of AI International College. Dr. Muniruddin is an industry-turned international academic with proven track record of excellence in product launch, business management, and entrepreneurship, academic writing, educational leadership, research, teaching, and training. He is the propounder of the novel co-production model in higher education, accredited by the American Society of Quality, which has recently been chosen for further research by Kingston University and St. George's University of London. Now we would like to invite Dr. A. Muniruddin to welcome us formally. Sir.
Greeting of peace and good evening, and a warm welcome to one and all joining us in our celebration of the online launch of AI International College today. At the outset, let me share an interesting story about Dr. Shashi Tharoor's citizenship. Some 5 years ago, I was with one of the gentlemen from the ruling family of the Sultanate of Oman. We were watching the live streaming of the most inspiring debate of the Oxford Union of 2015 together at his office. After being impressed by the oratory skill of Dr. Shashi Tharoor, my Omani friend told me that he had seen some gentlemen speaking fluently in Kerala language. And he was surprised to say that how come a British statesman could be that good at Malayalam while we Arabs barely understand many of the words Malabaris speak. He said, you Indians are very good and easygoing people, but your Malayalam is too difficult to catch up. I told him that his assumption was truly based on the fact that Dr. Shashi Tharoor was born in London, but to Indian parents. Keralites stationed at different corners of the world feel proud of his trajectory of keeping himself very much Indian without being driven by any kind of brain drain, despite being born, brought up, well-groomed and well-formed abroad as an international figure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm privileged and humble to cordially welcome the iconic figure of this August Eve, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, who does not need any further introduction. I feel that the caliber and stature of Dr. Shashi Tharoor bears and deserves a welcome that is way beyond my faculties can provide. I congratulate the Honorable Board of Governors of this college for foreseeing the opportunities thrown open by the digital revolution and being well ahead in implementing the guidelines of India's new education policy of 2020 in letter and spirit, and creating a learning platform for our potential students to experience global classrooms mediated by artificial intelligence by establishing a contemporary campus at Malappuram in Kerala. As the director of the college, I would like to state here that what matter for our graduates tomorrow, any concerns about lives or livelihoods, employment or entrepreneurship will matter to us today itself in our plans and programs. We have charted out an institutional mechanism to capture the skill value gap that has been identified as fault line among the graduates of conventional colleges in a bid to revolutionize the employability skill in expectation of the industry and the society at large. Hence, our academic team has drawn a roadmap to espouse and enact knowledge, value, skill trio in the structure and the process of our educational program, policies, and practices, which will enable our students swiftly move from the campus to the corporate as responsible citizens in pursuit of excellence. On behalf of the entire team of AI International, the Board of Governors on my personal behalf, I would like to welcome Dr. Shashi Tharoor and our guest of honor, Mr. Virendra Sharma, Honorable MP of the UK, His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Sakar Al Nuaimi, Director, Ministry of Economy, Ajman, the UAE. Shri P.K. Kunyalikutti Saab, National Leader of Repute from Kerala, Shri Vijay Raghavan, ex-MP and State Convener of LGF, on this August function. Meanwhile, I cordially welcome Sheikh Panakkad Sayyid Bashir Ali Shihab Tangal and would kindly request him to chair the session. We would also love to extend our red carpet to our beloved MLAs and other special guests, special invitees, students, parents, and public for making yourself available for us to this auspicious moment. I acknowledge with due respect the virtual presence of Shri P. Ubaidullah, MLA, Shri K.N.A. Kadar, MLA, Shri A.P. Anil Kumar, MLA, Shri K.K. Abid Hussain Tangal, MLA, Shri T.V. Ibrahim, MLA, Dr. Simon Evans, Director of the National Partnership, ARU, the UK, Ms. Laura Ross Troop, Head of International Newcastle College, UK, Mr. J.D. McMahon, Chief Financial Officer, Seeding Branch, UK, Dr. K.N.L. Thiruvasagam, Vice Chancellor of Amit University and the Vice President of Association of Indian Universities, Professor Dr. Abdul Salam, Director of LBS, Professor Dr. Ramesh Unnikrishnan, former Director AICT, Government of India, Mr. Umar Abdul Salam, CEO, UDAT, and Honorable Board of Members, Board of Governors of AI International, Mr. Muhammad Munsir, Managing Director, Ms. Pramila Devi, CEO, Mr. Manisheri Abdul Majid Saab, Secretary, Mr. Akil Sadish, Director, and our colleagues from the UK and the UAE, Mr. Dr. Jadin Tekribol, Director, Mr. Amirdesh Pradap Singh, and Mr. Sachin Patel. Our special invitees, Mr. Ahmad Saju, Dr. Abdul Jabbar, Dr. Nisam, Mr. Yasin, Dr. Ajay. I once again welcome all the people, parents, and public who have been eagerly waiting to watch our online launch and become part of our joyous journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Muneeruddin, for your great words. Now we have presidential address by Janab Panakkad Said Bashir Ali Shihab Tangal. He's a chairman of Atlas Ideal Educational and Charitable Trust. He is a leader of a big mass of people of Kerala with fans and followers from across various sections of the society. He's an alumnus of Aligarh Muslim University and was a court member of AMU. He chairs management committees of many colleges in Kerala. He has been consulted by ministers and members of the royal family of many countries on issues of international importance. Now we would like to invite Janab Panakkad Said Bashir Ali Shihab Tangal to deliver presidential address. Sir.
Good evening, all of you. Our beloved chief guest and legendary leader of the national planning, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, MP. I would just to honor Virendra Sharma, Honorable MP of the UK. His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Sakar Al Nuaimi, Deputy Minister of Economy, Ajman, the UAE. P.K. Kunyalikutti Saab, MP, India Convener Vijay Raghavan, former MP, my beloved MLAs, other leaders and officials, and this group of institutions, heads, and other college management committee members, and all my brothers and sisters watching the work launch from different parts of the globe. Today morning, we have launched our main institution this morning. Panakkad Said Bashir Ali Shihab Tangal. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to and all. It's very important that we as Keralites and Indians strive hard for the development of human capital in order to help our country grow with the mission of transforming the nation as knowledge economy. In order to attain success and leadership in the post-COVID scenario, it is quite important that we ensure educational access in our own locality to make our young generation transform themselves as part of the emerging digitally empowered society. Our aim is to provide quality international education in the campus in such a way that the graduate will not have to wait for jobs once they grade from the college. We have a MBA programs and other travel, tourism, and logistics, etc. courses are here provided here. We have good tie-up with the startups and companies in Indian city, which will help our students. The area's education atmosphere in this Indian city situated in Malappuram is a very good campus, a very beautiful campus of this institution of AGI. Now, our guest, Shashi Tharoor, MP, is keynote addressing here to this evening and attending MP, directly, and a lip convener, the entire other MLS. Is, however, my advice to beloved students is that please don't count on what you inherited from your parents. Rather, you create value for yourself to help our parents. Count on in turn, help the country and the community to grow. First, everything will be yours. And I wish you live your dreams very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Janab Panikat Said Bashir Ali Shihab Tangal, for the great words. Moving next, we have prologue oration of AGI's history by Mrs. Pramila Devi K, CEO of Atlas Group of Institutions and trust founder of Atlas Ideal Educational and Charitable Trust. She is the business partner and CEO of Atlas Group of Institutions, a corporate leader who has been in the educational arena for more than 30 years. With her educational eminence and intellectual capital, she reins the group in a well-balanced and diligent way for attaining educational enlightenment of the UAE and the UK. Now, we would like to invite Mrs. Pramila Devi K to do the oration.
Thank you, Ms. Krishna, for the beautiful introduction. Respected and honored Chief Guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, other invited dignitaries, well-wishers, parents and students, and my dear colleagues, a very pleasant good evening to all of you. It's a great privilege and honor for me to be here to witness this great launch of AI International College, our dream project in Malappuram. This is, in fact, a very proud moment for all the members of AGI family. I feel, as the CEO of Atlas Group of Institutions, it is my responsibility to give a short briefing about the journey of Atlas or the history of Atlas. When I was informed to talk about the history of Atlas, I was wondering, I was confused, I was thinking, how can I describe or brief about the history of AGI Group within the short span of time? Or is it possible for me to give a briefing about the history of Atlas within these few minutes allotted? Because AGI, or the Atlas Group of Institution, is not an organization which is emerged all of a sudden in this part of the world. Atlas Group of Education has been there in the educational industry for more than 3 decades. It required really the total commitment, dedication, and as well as the hard work, expertise, and above all, the willingness to adapt changes. It is hard to believe that we have started this journey 3 decades ago. Yes, Atlas Group of institutions conquered the Emirates by establishing the most reputed educational hub in UAE in 1998 with a primary vision and mission of imparting quality education for the students and as well as adults to establish a socio-responsible global entities through endless learning. Atlas started its first branch in 1998 as Atlas Education Institute at the heart of Dubai, emerging as a monopoly in providing the best training by the experts. Due to the successful attempt, we extended our esteemed services in the other Emirates of UAE. The second branch we have started in the year 2003 in the Emirate of Sharjah, named Career Campus Educational Center. And in 2010, our third branch, Atlas International Education in Ras Al Khaimah Free Zone. And of course, in 2013, our fourth branch, that is International College in the Emirate of Ajman. And in fact, that is the biggest campus of AGI Group under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Noemi, the ruler of Ajman. In 2015, our fifth branch, that is called London Academy of Applied Technology or LAT in UK, mainly to focus on offering UK qualifications, which of course helped us to bring these UK qualifications to India as well. Now, in 2020, our dream project in God's own country, that is Atlas Ideal International College. Isaac Newton said, "What we know is a drop, but what we don't know is an ocean." I would like to say the same for Atlas Group. What we have achieved till now is just a part of the big ocean, yet unconquered. We started our journey with a small number of students and a handful of teaching or trainers, but today we are a huge force in UAE. Around 20,000 learners have now achieved their career goals over the years, and currently, we have over 2,500 students on roll pursuing their higher studies. Our main focus now, at present, is to protect and serve the common group of the population and make it convenient for them to gain most immersive learning experience through well-designed digital technology or digital platform. In order to serve them, we have used new pathways of awarding bodies through UK universities and University of Malaysia. In all our branches, we do offer a lot of courses, academic, technical, as well as vocational programs, partnering with Pearson UK and as well as British Council. Very proud to announce that we are ranked one of the best educational institutions by the Knowledge and Human Development Authority in Dubai. And we are one of the first educational institution over here in Dubai who got the quad approval to offer HNCs and HNDs through Pearson and other qualifying bodies in UK. I would be lying if I say it was all sunshine and roses. No, we have cried, we have struggled a lot, but finally we have celebrated. Our core purpose and reason for being then and now has always been to achieve the fragile balance between profit and humanity. We always believe that our students should leave the campus as the best prepared generation in the history of our country. Some people dream of success while others wake up and work hard for it. Why did I mention this over here now? Is that when I'm explaining or briefing out the journey of Atlas, I have to mention the chairman of AGI, my business partner, and as well as the main pillar of AGI Group. And thank you very much, Mr. Mansur, for your guidance and as well as support as always. And at the same time, I can believe that we have started our journey 3 decades back, and how lucky we are to work for an organization that sees vision and values and other purpose-based sessions as a valuable use of time. I do remember with a lot of respect and affection all the professors, lecturers, and other admin members and IT team members who have been with us for all these years. That in fact made us successful in this field. As Martin Luther King said, even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would plant my apple tree today. What a beautiful quote. What a confidence. What a determination. I repeat, even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would plant my apple tree today. We do believe in that. Work hard, stay determined, and you will get recognized. As our caption says, AGI is a place or a one place with many solutions. On behalf of the entire AGI family, I do congratulate each one of the AI International team and wish them all the success and declaring all our support to give an international exposure for the future generation. Thank you, one and all, and thank you for being here at Zoom, and wish you all good luck. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you so much.
That was very inspiring words, ma'am.
Thank you.
Once again, we're thanking Mrs. Pramila Devi for your kind words. Now we have felicitations by guest of honor, Sri P.K. Kunyalikutty, Member of Parliament, India. പകരം വയ്ക്കാനില്ലാത്ത വ്യക്തിത്വം, മികച്ച രാഷ്ട്രീയ സാമൂഹിക സേവകൻ, രാഷ്ട്രീയ ഭേദമില്ലാതെ ജനഹൃദയങ്ങളിൽ എന്നും തന്റേതായ സ്ഥാനം ഉറപ്പിച്ച ശ്രീ P.K. കുഞ്ഞാലിക്കുട്ടി അവരുടെ ഒരു സ്വപ്ന പദ്ധതി കൂടിയാണ് ഇന്ന് മലപ്പുറത്തിന്റെ മണ്ണിൽ പ്രവർത്തനം ആരംഭിക്കുന്ന AI ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ കോളേജ്. ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ ഉദ്ഘാടന ചടങ്ങിന് എല്ലാവിധ ആശംസകളും അർപ്പിക്കുന്നതിനായി ശ്രീ P.K. കുഞ്ഞാലിക്കുട്ടി അവരെ ക്ഷണിക്കുന്നു.
Distinguished guests who are all present in this meeting, I think that our honorable guest today, Sri Shashi Tharoor, is yet coming. Today morning, I was there in the campus along with Hyderli Siaptangal, as Mr. Bashir Ali Siaptangal mentioned here. It's a beautiful campus. There's no doubt about that. A place which I know very well and very close to me, close to where I live. So it's a neighboring institution for me. From what I see in the campus of Atlas group of companies, this institution there is nicely built, and the ambience is very good, and they are waiting for a good start. The CEO mentioned just now here about their vision, how they are performing globally, and how much they are a success in UAE, various places of UAE and all that. I'm aware that you are keeping an international standard, and the students are given that kind of an opportunity in education, a place to interact globally, and they are assured of their career ambitions and all that. So Atlas group of company, as a group of institutions, are providing the students, especially the common people from society, good opportunity. I assure you, assure the institution, all support here, and all of us know that we are passing through a difficult time because of the pandemic. When this is over, you will be able to go full swing here. It's a place where there is great demand for this kind of institutions. Normally, it was like that. But now, because of this difficult situation, everything is so much confused. Let us hope that everything will be over and this institution will provide this place and this state and this country a very prestigious kind of education and institution. From the words that I heard from just now from the CEO, I think that you'll be able to fulfill that. Assuring you all support, I give my greetings to this function. I will wait for Shashi Tharoor for some time and then I will do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words, Sri P.K. Kunyalikutti avargal. നമ്മുടെ ഫെലിസിറ്റേഷൻ ബൈ ഗസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഓണിൽ നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാനിരുന്നതായിരുന്നു ശ്രീ പി ഉബൈദുള്ള അവർകൾ. പക്ഷെ നമുക്കറിയാം രാഷ്ട്രീയ നേതൃത്വത്തിന് എല്ലാവരും ഒരുപാട് തിരക്കിലുള്ളവരാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഈ ഒരു ട്രാവലിംഗിന്റെ ഇടയിൽ ചില സാങ്കേതിക തടസ്സങ്ങൾ കാരണം അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. പക്ഷേ ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ കോളേജിന്റെ ഈ ഒരു ലോഞ്ചിങ് സെറിമണിക്കായിട്ട് അദ്ദേഹം എല്ലാവിധ ആശംസകളും നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി അറിയിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ശ്രീ വിജയരാഘവൻ അവർകളും നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ഈ ഒരു ചടങ്ങിൽ ഈ ഒരു ഓൺലൈൻ ലോഞ്ചിങ്ങിനായിട്ട് എത്തേണ്ടതായിരുന്നു. അദ്ദേഹത്തിനും എത്തിച്ചേരാൻ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല, നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. അദ്ദേഹവും ആശംസകൾ അറിയിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതോടൊപ്പം ശ്രീ KN ഖാദർ അവർകളും അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ആശംസകൾ അറിയിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഇവര് 3 പേരും നമ്മുടെ ടെക്നിക്കൽ ഇഷ്യൂസ് കാരണമാണ് ഈ ഒരു സമയത്ത് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കാത്തത്. പക്ഷെ പിന്നീട് നമ്മുടെ ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ ഒരു ഇനോഗ്രൽ സെറിമണി കഴിയുന്നതിന് മുൻപായിട്ട് അവർക്ക് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അവരെ നമുക്ക് തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഈ ഒരു ലോഞ്ചിങ് സെറിമണിയിലൂടെ കാണാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നത് തന്നെയാണ് വിശ്വാസം. പ്രൊസീഡിംഗ് ഫർദർ, ഫെലിസിറ്റേഷൻ ബൈ ഗസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഓണർ ശ്രീ AP അനിൽകുമാർ അവർകൾ. അദ്ദേഹത്തിനും എത്തിച്ചേരാൻ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല, നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും അദ്ദേഹം അല്പസമയത്തിന് ശേഷം നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും എന്ന് അറിയിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിന് മുൻപായിട്ട് അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ എല്ലാവിധ ആശംസകളും നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഈ ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ കോളേജിന് വേണ്ടി അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. നമ്മൾ അടുത്ത ആശംസ പ്രസംഗത്തിലേക്ക് പോവുകയാണ്. ഫെലിസിറ്റേഷൻ ബൈ ഗസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഓണർ ശ്രീ KK ആബിദ് ഹുസൈൻ തങ്ങൾ, മെമ്പർ ഓഫ് ലെജിസ്ലേറ്റീവ് അസംബ്ലി കേരള. തന്റെ മികവുറ്റ രാഷ്ട്രീയ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളിലൂടെ മലപ്പുറത്തിന്റെ ജനമനസ്സിൽ ഇടം നേടിയ കോട്ടയ്ക്കൽ MLA ശ്രീ KK ആബിദ് ഹുസൈൻ തങ്ങൾ അവരെ ആശംസകൾ അർപ്പിക്കുന്നതിനായി ക്ഷണിക്കുന്നു.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. You can continue, sir.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay. Thank you. As you says that I'm on the way to the Trandrum for a political situation, which is the session is to be going on tomorrow. Anyway, it's an auspicious occasion on this way itself. At less educational institutions is to be going to, fulfill their wishes by starting the institutions within a full-fledged campus.
I think there is some technical issue.
I hope that policies, but at the same time, such type of these educational institutions may be having some role to take place in this scenario for giving some better educations in the society and the community itself. Anyway, I don't want to prolong so much of time. I'm on the way to Trivandrum, and the line is to be not to be clear very much. I'm very much happy to be here with you, and I wish you all the best for the future of this educational institution. I wish all the support of this institution for your next future. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sri KK ആബിദ് ഹുസൈൻ തങ്ങൾ, for your kind words. അദ്ദേഹവും തിരക്കുകൾക്കിടയിൽ തന്നെയാണ് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നത്. അതായത് നമ്മുടെ ഗസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഓണർ ആയിട്ട് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാനിരുന്നത് ശ്രീ TV ഇബ്രാഹിം MLA അവർകളായിരുന്നു. അദ്ദേഹവും ചില സാങ്കേതിക തടസ്സങ്ങൾ കാരണം ഈ ഒരു സമയത്ത് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. പക്ഷെ അദ്ദേഹം തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും അല്പസമയത്തിന് ശേഷം ആശംസകളുമായി നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം എത്തുന്നതായിരിക്കും. Now, felicitation by guest of honor, Mr. Virendra Sharma, Member of Parliament, United Kingdom. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good to be with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that
So you can continue. We can hear you.
okay? Thank you very much, and good afternoon from Britain, and my sincere congratulations to Muhammad Mansur, Dr. Jatin, and all the committee members and those who are involved in this very visionary and timely institution they are going to set up. I congratulate them, and I hope that this venture will bring Britain, particularly the British diaspora communities and India together to bring education, trade, and all other aspects to build a very peaceful society, prosperous society, educationalist society. I congratulate and assure everyone involved, the chairman and others, to say that we in Britain will give you the full cooperation and the support, and wish you every success for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Virendra Sharma. And on behalf of the entire group of AGI, I would like to express our sincere thanks to you for coming and grace this occasion with your virtual presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So once again, we also thanking Mr. Virendra Sharma for your great words. Moving forward, we have mission and vision of AA International College by Mr. Muhammad Munsir, Chairman of Atlas Group of Institutions and Trust Founder of Atlas Ideal Educational and Charitable Trust. Mr. Muhammad Munsir is a legendary leader and visionary who stands for the infusion of artificial intelligence and cutting-edge technology in the design and delivery of educational products, policies, and practices. He has been instrumental in introducing latest technical know-how and skills in pursuit of dreams of innumerable youth of the UAE and UK. And now we would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Munsir to share us mission and vision. Sir.
Thank you, Krishna. Good evening to all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I am Muhammad Munsir, the chairman of Atlas Group of Institution and Trust, founder of Atlas Ideal Educational Charitable Trust. Much privileged to address our educational progress today with online launch ceremony of our brand fully automated 24/7 AI integrated autonomous eco-friendly campus Atlas Ideal International College in Malappuram in God's own country, Kerala. It's a dream come true for me having the great opportunity to witness our new educational ventures being launched by Dr. Shashi Tharoor, being an educational Indian politician, a writer, a former international diplomat, serving a member of parliament, Lok Sabha from Trivandrum, formerly Under Secretary General of United Nations, the presence of His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Sakar Al Nuaimi, Director of Ministry of Education, Achuman, member of ruling family, along with other dignitaries, Mr. Virendra Sharma, member of Parliament, United Kingdom, Dr. Simon Evans, International Partnership, Anglo-Ruskin University, UK, Ms. Laura Rose, Head of International Newcastle College, UK, J.D. McMahon, CFO, Seeding Brains, IUFP, UK, Dr. Colonel G. Tiruvasagam, Vice Chancellor of Amit University, Vice President of Association of Indian Universities, and former VC of Madras University, India. Professor Dr. Ramesh Unikishan, sir, former Director, AICT, Government of India. Professor Mr. Abdul Rahman, Director, LBS Center of Science and Technology, Kerala, India. Other dignitary members and my colleagues, thank you one and all presenting here. Our mission to develop innovative education system for a knowledge and global competitive society, provide a high quality, truly international, holistic education in our institution, regardless of their location, paving numerous professional opportunities of educators in international communities, instilling the knowledge, skill, and character necessary for the success of 21st century. Our mission is to be the most reputed, trusted provider in the high quality international education in the knowledge of pioneering and global society. The seek to inspire our students and educators to the platform their best in whatever they do, providing, enriching the environment, the support, our constant our knowledge and development. Our nation is not only the higher education sector, but also the international school and marine academy as well. For this, we have included our following in our new phase of AGI's expansion plan. The part of AIC International College in Malappuram, further expansion, we are planning to introduce soon Center for Artificial Intelligence in Malappuram, business schools in New Delhi, Ernakulam, Trivandrum, Bangalore, and Coimbatore. Moreover, we are planning to start one marine academy in Andaman Island in India. Furthermore, we are executing the further projects in business schools in Abu Dhabi and Dubai also. I have a big trust in my 300+ AGI team, expand our educational excellence across the other countries as they have worked together in spirit of mutual help without compromising professional standard and prospectus for the organization. A special thanks goes to our CEO, Mrs. Premila Devi, for always being beside having proven leadership in the educational industry for more than 3 decades. To go by a famous quote, Martin Luther King, intelligence plus character is the goal of true education. The dream of AGI has always been and will to create and mold wholesome citizens who will be complete in character, in knowledge. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed Munsir, for sharing your mission and vision of AI group of institutions. So we request you to stay back as we are supposed to do the unveiling of logo by His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Sakar Al Nuaimi. He's the director of Ministry of Economy, Ajman UAE, and the member of Ajman ruling family. Due to some technical issue, he was not able to join with us. So we request Mr. Mohammed Munsir to do the logo launching.
Thank you. Thank you. Right.
And we request all the attendees to kindly watch on the video.
Right. Thank you.
So dear attendees, here is the logo of AI International College. Thank you. Once again, we're thanking Mr. Mohammed Munsir for unveiling the logo.
Thank you.
So proceeding further. So ladies and gentlemen, here comes the most awaited moment of the day, the grand launching ceremony of Atlas Ideal International College, Malappuram. And to do this, we have with us Dr. Shashi Tharoor, MP, another politician and former international civil servant. Shashi Tharoor straddles several worlds of experience. Currently, a third-term Lok Sabha MP representing the Thiruvananthapuram constituency and chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on External Affairs. He has previously served as Minister of State for Human Resource Development and Minister of State for External Affairs in the Government of India. During his nearly 3-decade-long prior career at the United Nations, he served as a peacekeeper, refugee worker, and administrator at the highest levels, serving as Under Secretary General during Kofi Annan's leadership of the organization. We request Dr. Shashi Tharoor MP to do the launching of AI International College.
Thank you very much, Prishna. I'm very pleased to join you all this evening to formally inaugurate the AI International College, and congratulate Dr. Mohammed Bunsir that this college is a division of his Atlas group of institutions, which has a strong record of educating some of the UAE's brightest minds and is now bringing its expertise to Kerala. Just two small corrections, Prishna. My name is misspelled. There is a TH and not just a T. And then secondly, there is, I'm no longer the chairman of the Committee on External Affairs. I did it for 5 years. I'm now the chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Information Technology, which includes AI. So that's not entirely inappropriate. If I can address you all today on the larger subject, I understand there will be a strong emphasis on management education. And it's striking that, as you may be already aware, the MBA was established in the US only at the start of the 20th century, evolving from the accounting and bookkeeping courses introduced in a rapidly industrializing society. It was modeled on the standard American 2-year postgraduate academic program, and most students enroll straight after taking a first degree. But in a booming US economy, this model won rapid acceptance, and while the Wharton Business School started in 1881, as the world's first collegiate or undergraduate business school, the Tuck School of Business at Dartmouth, founded in 1900, was the first postgraduate school of management. In 1921, the Harvard Business School became the first business school to offer a full-fledged MBA, Master's in Business Administration degree. And in India, it took some while for us to catch up. The Indian Institute of Social Welfare and Business Management was started in 1953. It was the first college offering management courses in India. And then after recommendations by Dean Robbins of the University of California were received by the Planning Commission under Nehruji, the first IIM was set up in Kolkata in 1961, followed by another in Ahmedabad. So in a sense, in India, we're only nearing the Diamond Jubilee year of the IIMs, and management education in India itself only has a 67-year history. So AI is not in any way late to the game. The MBA has indeed evolved over the years. The skills imparted during the course and the academic rigor that it requires prepares these students not just for the corner office or the corporate ladder, but for life itself. We've seen multiple business graduates who ventured into unconventional careers far from the reach of business or management. The primary aim of an MBA degree remains providing a better understanding of businesses across sectors, market mechanisms, or indeed the economy. Now, India itself now has nearly 5,000 MBA programs and churns out over 400,000 degrees in this field each year, with Kerala alone boasting 85 management institutions. So what I looked when I heard about AI International Colleges, how are you different? What are you offering that these 5,000 MBA programs are not, or these 85 other institutions are not? And it seems that AI International College stands out amongst its contemporaries by the emphasis it places on the future, blending artificial intelligence with the traditional case-focused rigor of business school. It seems to me that what you're aiming for is to be at the cutting edge of management schools, with elements such as voice coaches for students with mother tongue influence, opportunities for students to do capstone projects in the startup-rich Inkel city. These kinds of innovations suggest to me that AI International College will be a unique institution, and therefore it's a great pleasure for me to formally inaugurate it. Now, I do so knowing that these are truly exceptional times for all of us, with the world as we know it struggling to contain and address the transmission of the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on our daily realities. While we have often seen this result in a more hostile and stratified world order, I'm especially pleased to note that AI International College's emphasis on digital learning appears to be a strong model to adapting to our new reality. The challenges for MBA education, after all, go well beyond the difficulties posed by COVID-19. Kerala has a rapidly evolving startup ecosystem, but at the same time suffers from an unmet need for skilled management graduates to help develop this ecosystem. There has been growth in business development, but also in the number of graduates not in education, in employment, or in training. This is down to a large number of structural issues, from a lack of institutional autonomy to a failure to adapt to changing technology. AI International College has at its outset shown itself to be deeply aware of these problems, and therefore I hope you're going to be a bold new institution using innovation to challenge and change the existing paradigms of MBA education. Of course, the inauguration of this institute comes at a challenging and important time. Even as we come together to celebrate, we must recognize that it's taking place under extraordinary circumstances, a period of turbulence for our higher education ecosystem. COVID-19, various lockdowns, controversy about whether exams should be held, a new education policy launched by the government. Just take the challenges of the student community. Students are struggling with the uncertainty of online classes. Many of them have applied and got into, for example, American business schools, but they're facing stricter immigration restrictions. And why pay those extraordinarily expensive American fees just to take courses online? Or there are those who have taken loans or quit jobs in order to do an MBA, and they're worried about returns on their degree at a time when the world economy and the job market looks bleak. And even here in our own backyard, where anxious students have been forced to give examinations during the pandemic. And as you know, the KEM examinations, a number of students got COVID after that. There's also been lack of clarity on postponement of exams. Right now, there's a huge controversy going on about the NEET and the JEE. All of these examples make it adequately clear that the student community in India, and I would argue in many ways across the world, is facing a complex, challenging, and uncertain future. All of our students have been confronted by this daunting reality. And I'm sure that many have strongly considered or evaluated some of these factors, particularly ahead of the decision to pursue a management degree. That you have gone ahead with the inauguration of AI College, International College, despite these challenges, is a tribute to you and to your vision that you can overcome these difficulties. Certainly, while these formidable realities can often be discouraging, they also present a unique opportunity for future management graduates. I hope that AI College will respond to the need for a new leadership for the new world. Just look at the world around us. From a time when many celebrated the arrival of globalization, the benefits of instant communication, the digital revolution, the cultural aspects of cosmopolitanism, and liberal, open-minded thinking, all of which I myself was proud to be associated with. Today, we are being confronted by a strong and perhaps unavoidable backlash to these ideas. Certainly, COVID-19 seems to have inaugurated an era of deglobalization. The signs are mounting that the world may embrace isolationism and protectionism in a far more enthusiastic way than prior to the outbreak, including in India. The indications are evident. The pandemic has confirmed for many that in times of crisis, people rely on their governments to shield them, that global supply chains are vulnerable to disruption and are therefore unsustainable. So they're pulling back more and more supply chains and production lines back home. Our Prime Minister speaking of Atmanirbharta. Dependence on foreign countries for essential goods they think is fatal, including pharmaceuticals or even the ingredients going to manufacture pharmaceuticals, which we used to import from China. And of course, in the pandemic, many have been convinced that strict border and immigration controls are essential, that national interests should trump international cooperation. And domestically, many are saying the answer lies in strong government, in putting the nation's needs over individual citizens' freedoms, in dispensing with democratic niceties from federalism to parliamentary oversight in what the government deems to be the national interest. So these are really a challenging environment for the new institution to face. But I would argue that even as a society faces the risk of becoming more insular, stratified, and hostile, with xenophobia, victimization of minorities, and all of these things happening, which we need to resist and challenge, one could argue that arises a unique opportunity for young institutions like the AI International College and fresh students to rise to the occasion and address the acute leadership deficiency that we are currently facing. What does that mean? The new world order will need a new set of leaders to bring us back together. Individuals who, though rooted in their immediate loyalties and in many ways in their own localities, are capable of displaying the necessary vision and aptitude to think beyond their immediate borders. People who can revive and champion the idea that we as a community are stronger when we are together. So when AI calls itself an international college, I welcome the fact that you're making people think beyond their borders, and at the same time, you're bringing people together across the communal and similar community divides. The new leaders that the world desperately needs will be individuals who are courageous enough to think beyond their immediate interests and the allure of the bottom line, and instead will work actively to identify the complex challenges faced by our society and produce innovative ways to successfully address these challenges. At the same time, these new leaders will work to bring us together again, especially those who have till now fallen under the categories of the marginalized, the discriminated, the financially vulnerable, and the socially chastised. These leaders, therefore, will not just be managers, but indeed problem solvers and change makers. So what I would like AI International College to do is to produce not just graduates, but leaders. And what are the qualities that leaders must need? They need to have a capacity for innovation, thinking outside the box. They need to have a willingness to work for the welfare of those around them. That is, that you're not getting a degree just to enhance your own prospects in life, but to bring up with you the community in which you live and serve. They need the courage to offer a brand of leadership that is anchored in empathy. And where there is discontent, whether in the public as far as a political leader is concerned, or in the office as far as the corporate leader goes, it is our responsibility to understand what provokes it and to find long-term answers that benefit the maximum number of people. As a politician, I can say this about political parties as well. Discontent must be dealt with in the collective interest. Together, for instance, we must now move beyond national security concerns. These are narrow concerns of national security based on freedom from attack, freedom from terrorism, to a broader vision of human security, which includes those things, but also freedom from hunger, freedom from hopelessness, freedom from disease. We must move to a world where everyone has food, clothing, and shelter, where democracy reigns, where people's creative and entrepreneurial energies are freed, where human rights are upheld, the environment is protected. And let's face it, leaders produced by the graduates of AI College, produced by the AI International College, must join hands with leaders in the wider society, in parliament, in civil society, in the educational world, and so on, and work together to produce results for all of us. Our world is a world in which all of us must be involved, and that's why I'm very pleased that AI International College, the very letters AI, though I know they stand for Atlas institutions, also look to the future of artificial intelligence and beyond. The word international urges people to look beyond their narrow concerns. And I'm very pleased, therefore, to see the rise of a promising institute and offer my very best wishes to Mr. Mohammed Mansir, to the faculty, the administration, and the incoming batches of students as they set about making the AI International College a success story. In conclusion, let me formally launch this institute, as we are very fond of saying in Kerala, ഈ സ്ഥാപനത്തിന് ഞാൻ ഔപചാരികമായിട്ട് ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്തു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം, ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, for officially inaugurating function with your great words.
Krishna, one second. Sir, my name is Premila Devi. I'm the business partner as well as the CEO of Atlas Group of Institutions.
Hello.
And actually, I don't know. I don't have words to say that how mesmerizing your words were. The entire public is, they were waiting to hear from you, and it was really, really. We are, I don't have words to say what exactly, because we are from Dubai. Actually, I'm speaking from Dubai. On behalf of the entire management of Atlas Group, I would like to extend a very hearty thanks to you, sir, for your esteemed presence over here today. We are all honored and privileged with your presence. It was mesmerizing, your words, sir, as always. I don't have to tell you about that. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Good luck with the rest of the function. I have to go to another one. All the very best.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
See
sir.
you all one day when we are able to come to the Gulf.
Yeah, sure, sir. I'm cordially, we'll be honored, and it will be a great privilege for us. And, welcoming you always come to our campus as well. It's really a great pleasure for us, sir. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. All the best, Mr. Mohammed Mansir and Pramila Devi. Krishna, all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So actually, you were supposed to do the logo launching of video launching, corporate video launching of AI International College.
He has left the.
All right. Okay. നമുക്കറിയാം അദ്ദേഹം വളരെ തിരക്കുള്ള ആളാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ അടുത്ത സെക്ഷനിലേക്ക് നമുക്ക് പോവാം. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ഒരു ഇന്ററാക്റ്റീവ് സെഷൻ ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. പക്ഷേ അദ്ദേഹം തിരക്കായത് കൊണ്ട് നമുക്കത് നടത്താൻ സാധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. So moving forward, we would like to invite Dr. Simon Evans, Director, International Partnerships, ARU UK. He'll be launching the capstone cell. So.
I don't know if you can see me or hear me. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Simon. Dr. Simon, you can.
Oh, marvelous. Well, thanks very much for the invite today. It's wonderful to be here with you. It's just a shame, and I think everyone will say it's a shame that with the COVID we can't travel, because it would be wonderful to be back. It's as I think most people know from Atlas, that it's one of my favourite things to do is to visit you all, and it's become one of my favourite places anywhere round about your Kerala campus and in Kerala in general. I'd just like to kind of just say how pleased I am that the campus is ready, that the launch has started. And I think everyone there knows how excited I am actually to be involved in this new partnership. Many of you know ARU in the UK. We're based primarily in Cambridge, which is one of the most important university cities in the world. We're one of the top 300 universities in the world by the Times Higher Education rankings. And we got some good news this year as well, which said that we're amongst the top 5 in the UK in terms of universities for the employability of students once they've graduated from our programs. And I think that says everything. I think it says everything about the link between academic rigor and academic learning, but also towards the skills that we introduce to students through our programs as well. And one of the first things that I noticed when I came to first meet people at Atlas, colleagues at Atlas who have since I know become friends, was I think that the two institutions are very closely allied in terms of the way we see education, we see learning, and we see the value of internationalizing those experiences. So when I talk about ARU, Anglia Ruskin University, we are also following on an international university. In the UK, we have students from over 185 different nationalities. So students who study our programs, which I hope many will be studying on our programs moving forward through AIG in Kerala and in the United Arab Emirates, when they study those programs, they link up to a network of alumni, which is perhaps unparalleled by most universities anywhere. You know, people can meet, they can work with people from over 185 different countries. And I think that's a really big benefit. I'm really excited by the partnership. I know it's been held up slightly in terms of the paperwork through COVID, but that's all in hand now. I've been speaking to colleagues over the last couple of days, and we're hoping that we can conclude that part really quickly. The university is so very keen. We've been working in transnational education for the last 28 years. The partnership that we first developed was in Malaysia, and they run our programs out in Kuala Lumpur. We're still with them after over 25 years of partnership. We've got over 1,000 students studying with us in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago, and that partnership is now over 15 years old. So we're always looking towards linking in and improving international education wherever we can. But I think the real key thing here, and I think it's really worth stressing, is that we've had no new partnerships for 12 years. We've had lots of people in touch with us and the option to open partnerships elsewhere. But it's only really once Atlas came in that we looked at the opportunities, we looked at working with colleagues and thought this is a perfect match, I think, for Anglia Ruskin University. And I think it's also a perfect match for AIG. I think that was knocked home to me when I met you all, and I've met quite a lot of you. I've seen a couple of you on screen already today. And I think that kind of hit home that, you know, we're two institutions, two sets of people who've got so many common goals, so many common objectives. And I think it's just the perfect match. And then obviously anyone there who's met me when I came to Kerala will know that once I arrived there, the first thing I noticed is why it's called God's own country. I think it's, you know, I met so many wonderful people, had so many wonderful experiences and hospitality shown to me. And also at the end of the day, I even began to feel that I was part Kerala. And when I've visited and I've worked in over 45 different countries, actually, within my work at ARU, I've felt as welcome as I've felt anywhere in the world when I went to Kerala. And it just sad for me that I'm having to do this from Cambridge rather than doing it from Kerala. So wonderful news. I'm so looking forward to working. The Dean of the Faculty, Professor Packham, and Pro-Vice Chancellor sends everyone his best. And you know that once we get this final piece of paperwork through and we do it, that we will be firing on all cylinders. The first trip I'm going to make as soon as we're allowed to travel again will be over to see you all at Atlas. So thanks very much. I know I've got a short time period on talking here, Jatin told me. And I just wanted to kind of speak from the heart rather than from anywhere else and say that I think this is a great opportunity for all of us. And I promise you that we will make this into a world-leading partnership.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words, Dr. Simon. We are all curiously waiting for your presence in Kerala.
Yep, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
All the people are asking, where is Simon? Where is Simon? Because we are curiously waiting for your presence.
I want to be there.
Inshallah, hope everything will get soon. Will be arriving soon, inshallah.
So once
Everyone
again,
take
Dr.
care.
Simon Evans for your great words, and also join us from UK.
Thank you.
So before proceeding further, we have a corporate video launch of AA International College, as it was supposed to do by Dr. Shashi Tharoor. But we request Mr. Muhammad Mansur, Chairman of Atlas Group of Institutions and Trust Founder of Atlas Ideal Educational and Charitable Trust, to do the corporate video launch of AA International College. So.
Thank you. Right. All right, you can start.
With a dream, a search for knowledge and insight, we at the AI International College have committed ourselves to provide our students with the best education and learning experience. Welcome to the world of a novel tech culture you do not want to miss. AI International College belongs to the prestigious Atlas Group of institutions which started its journey in 1998 in the UAE, the global hub of business, tourism and development. In 2015, we broadened our horizon to the United Kingdom, opening up a world of possibilities. Holding this legacy tight, we are opening a new chapter in the God's own country, Kerala, Malappuram, the land of celebrated poets, musicians, astronomers and mathematicians. At AI International College, a global business school and an AICTE-approved autonomous college, academic decorum is the invaluable cultural richness of our veteran faculty members who hail from across the globe. Their wealth of multi-level education merits from renowned universities of the world instills a collaborative methodology in areas of teaching, scholarship and research. Every student deserves the best education as well as infrastructure, and we are sure that each of our students, irrespective of ethnicity, socio-economic status or disabilities, have access to one of the best amenities an educational institution can provide in Kerala. At AI International College, you're our prime concern. Brace yourself to witness the amazing treat that we've designed for you. We are a 24/7 fully automated digital campus with state-of-the-art smart IT hub, international educational exhibition hall, language hub, innovation and management lab, artificial intelligence lab, lecture theaters with premium audio-visual gadgets and interactive panel displays, digital library, campus Wi-Fi, premium multi-cuisine food court, multi-purpose futsal court, indoor chill-out zone, open-air amphitheater, eco-friendly campus, high-tech hostel facilities for the students and much more. Being an automated campus, our vision is to follow a collaborative and multi-dimensional education pattern with global innovation. AI International College has a strong nexus with industry, government and business giants to offer you privileged internship programs, career workshops and placements from the wide range of Indian and international level courses provided, which includes British Bachelor's degrees, BSc Honours in Business Management, BSc Honours in Health and Social Care, British MBA, MBA in Business Management, Global MBA, dual degree from India and UK, PGDM approved by Council of Technical Education, AICTE, Government of India, PGDM in Supply Chain and Logistics, PGDM in Information Technology, PGDM in Business Entrepreneurship, PGDM in Travel and Tourism, IELTS Test Registration Partner approved by British Council, Kerala, India, Diploma, HNC and HND in Business and Management from BTEC Pearson at Excel, UK, Level 4 and 5 in Business and Management, Information Technology and Travel and Tourism from TQ UK, UK, Diploma in Artificial Intelligence, UK, Diploma in Rail Engineering, Newcastle College, UK, Diploma in Education and Teachers Training, BTEC Pearson at Excel, UK. AI International College is easily accessible from Malappuram Town, Calicut Airport and the local railway station. Be a part of AI International College for an unbeatable educational experience in Kerala or even in India. Learn what you love and love what you learn only at AI International College. Ours is a tradition of possibility, inspired to become the leaders of tomorrow, creating a world that we can be proud of. AI International College, a division of Atlas Group of institutions, empowering today, enlightening tomorrow. For more information, call 0091 483 295 WhatsApp 0091 854 7295 email info@aiic.in or visit www.aiic.in.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. That was a wonderful corporate video. Thank you,
disturbance for your
for launching the corporate video International College. Now, to do the launching of we also request Ms. Laura Troop to share a few words with the audience.
Good evening. I hope you can hear me and see me there.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Good evening. I'm from Newcastle upon Tyne in the United Kingdom, and let me start by saying what a pleasure it is to join you today at the inaugural ceremony of AI International College. Personally, I'm very impressed by the wonderful pictures and videos of your beautiful eco-friendly campus in Kerala, and hope to one day soon be able to visit in person. My name is Laura Rosetroop, and I am head of the International Department at Newcastle College, which is a division of NCG and is located in Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Newcastle is a cosmopolitan city whose roots are in engineering, and Newcastle College is delighted to be partnering with AI International College to provide practical rail engineering programs to your students. We look forward to warmly welcoming students from AI International College to Newcastle, where they can learn practical skills in railway safety and track maintenance at our state-of-the-art Rail Academy in Gateshead. Unfortunately, our collaboration has been somewhat slowed by the ongoing pandemic, but we hope to be able to continue with the partnership very soon. And I look forward to our institutions working together in the coming months and years. I wish you success and prosperity for the future of AI International College and offer my sincere congratulations to all of the Atlas Group colleagues at the launch of your new campus.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Laura, for your presence over here today and the time you spent for us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support and cooperation. And in future also we expect the same thing from you. Thank you so much. And once again, thank you so much on behalf of the entire EGA group.
Thank you and congratulations.
So once again, thanking Ms. Laura Rosetroop for your great words and also launching the IT lab of AI International College. Moving forward, the Chief Financier Officer for Seeding Brains, IUFT UK, Mr. Classroom.
Hello. Hello.
Is he there?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Requested to share a few words with the audience.
No problem. Thank you. My own name is JD McMahon, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer for Seeding Brains, which is an innovative online platform with its head office based in London in the UK. I would just like to obviously a big welcome to everyone today, and also to say that I'm delighted to be partnered with obviously the Atlas Group, and I suppose we really believe at Seeding Brains the real importance of online education, and we believe with our innovative platform and systems and teaching modules that it's a great partnership with Atlas, and we're really excited about the future. I would also like to wish all the success to AI in their new campus in Kerala, and as mentioned by other people, I hope to visit it someday in this wonderful city and country. So I would just like to thank everyone again for having me on. I wish I had a little bit longer today. I do have another meeting scheduled next that I must take. So once again, best wishes to the Atlas Group, and many continued success for the years to come.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem at all. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. J.D. McMahon.
Thank you.
Now we would like to invite Dr. Kelal G. Thiruvasagar, Vice Chancellor, Amity University and Vice President of Association of Indian Universities and former Vice Chancellor of Madras University of India, to do the launching of Placement Cell. Sir.
his audio is unmute. I think audio.
Participating dignitaries, most respected academic administrators of various universities of United Kingdom, beloved and my long-term associate, the chairman of Atlas Group of Institution, managing director of AA International College, Sri Mohammad Munshir, and his own friends and colleagues of Atlas Group of Colleges at Dubai. Now I have to include at Malappuram as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening to every one of you. I would like to bring greetings from Ahmed University, where I am serving as a Vice Chancellor as well. First of all, I would like to register my sincere appreciation. People probably, they might have conveyed the congratulations. Now it's the right time for me to register my appreciation to Mr. Munsi for fulfilling his own long-time desire of establishing a temple of learning in his own native place of Kerala. Mr. Munsir, there are lakhs of people gone outside the country, outside the place, outside the native as well. Yes, they have earned name and fame. Almost 90% of them, they have taken care of their own requirements and fulfilled their own desires. Nowadays, rare to see like you coming back to your own soil, establishing an institution where there is a strong need for satisfying and fulfilling the Indian policy of higher education of taking care of equity and inclusion. Yes, India is a country which one we consider has fourth largest higher education system. The system even today requires that more percentage of people should come to the higher education. As on date, as per the new educational policy, at present only 24%. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he brought out a new document, which is an eye-opener for the entire people of the country, especially for the administrator of higher education. His vision is to take the GER, gross enrollment rate, to 50%. Mr. Munsir, we have been trying, we have been struggling in India, but you have returned to India and you want to help the nation to increase the gross enrollment ratio by giving opportunity to the backward, most backward, oppressed people of the Kerala and around Kerala as well. So I would like to salute you on behalf of the country of India for having fulfilled the desire and expectation of the people of the country. Mr. Munsir, I like you for very many reasons. You know, you may think I am the Vice Chancellor of the third university. I am in academic field and administrative field of higher education for the last 4.5 decades. But whatever you have achieved, I cannot imagine even in my life. Yes, establishing a college in Kerala, I have a lot of admiration towards Kerala. But even now, Kerala is not giving that much of encouragement for the private institution to come up. Now I can guess how much of struggle you might have faced to establish this college. Moreover, I have seen the courses, what you are going to offer. To be very honest, there are 1,008 universities in India. I am the Vice President of the Association of all the universities as well. My knowledge tells no that single even university is offering this much of courses in a joint program and a twinning program as well. It is possible because of your vision and commitment. Really, I would like to congratulate you for a very big infrastructure you have created. At this juncture, I would like to mention about the Q3 international ranking of the universities of the world. There are a few parameters under which they give ranking. What are those parameters? Number one, infrastructure. Number two, faculty. Number three, foreign faculty staying in education institutions and providing educational service or handling classes. Number four, students going to foreign country, students coming to foreign country. And number five, of course, research. Above all, the objectives of the institution as well. Sir, it is the first time I come across an institution launched its program after completing the entire infrastructure. In general, in India, when they start, they go with the minimum infrastructure. But you are a person, you completed everything and brought out not a college, but a monument for which this country again indebted to you. This is very common. Even I can understand providing infrastructure. Coming to the faculty, nowadays, getting 2 or 3 faculty in the campus, faculty, I mean foreign faculty in the campus is very rare and remote. Now it is my understanding, through your blended learning, you are going to involve almost more than 90% of the faculty from abroad. It is the uniqueness of Mr. Munsir. That is the privilege you are giving through our AA International College. And the third one comes about exchange of students. I am very confident you are preparing your student for undergraduation or sometime for few years, and by collaboration, you will be sending students to the other universities of UK and other countries. The same way, you will be attracting students definitely from Dubai and other countries to your Malappuram campus. What I am telling now, even at the beginning itself, you are eligible to come as a global ranking of the college, one of the colleges, because you fulfilled all the parameters which are required for a ranking as well. Okay. Above all, what I get at the end, because you asked me, it was a surprise to me. It's really a shock and surprise to me. You asked me to inaugurate the placement itself. Yes, the national education policy has the main scope of providing higher education, providing employability in higher education, or providing employable education for the needy people. This is the policy brought out in 2020. 36 years ago, the previous policy. Both the policies have different kind of scopes and objectives, but one policy not yet changed. That is providing employable education. Yes. Skill-oriented education. Yes. By going through all your backgrounds, listening the courses, I am very confident your program, sorry to say, our program will certainly ensure placement for all our people and fulfill the expectation of the country in a bigger way, especially younger generation. With these few words of observation, I wish you best of luck, and I am very, very happy to convey my congratulations to the family members of Munsir who have been with you for all the time, from the day of imagining the new institution until this time. Wish you a best of luck. I pray the Almighty to be with you all for the success in all your endeavors. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. I don't know how to say thanks to you. Your expression. I hope you understand that our really it is we are going to be established soon in India, inshallah, in other areas. Thank you so much. You can continue next. I think there is some technical issue.
Thank you. Thank you, VC sir, Dr. Karnal G. Thiruva Sagam. I think so Ms. Prishna is facing some technical problem. We will move ahead to the next guest of honor.
Really?
Dr. Ramesh Unnikrishnan, former director of AICTE. Dr. Ramesh, welcome.
So we are back. Really sorry for the interruption. We had some network issue.
No problem. Yeah, Ramesh Krishnan sir is there in the audience.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, audible, very clear.
Yeah. So very good evening to all my learned senior academic fraternity who are present over here for the inauguration to the grand inaugural gala of AI International College. My friend Mohammad Munshir, the delegates who are present over here. A warm good evening to all of you. First of all, let me congratulate Munshir and his team for bringing up a truly international standard institution to the beautiful state of Kerala. I would like to endorse what Professor Tiruvasagam said, because in my tenure, 7.5 year tenure in AICT, while granting approvals to new institutions, we had always we had seen like the colleges shall be coming up with half-cooked facilities just to run the first year of courses. And this was really a shock, like when we started processing, when even the expert visit was conducted, we saw a college in its full face and substance in existence, just willing to offer education at the international level. Hats off to the management for your vision in bringing up such a nice institution, and also getting it launched through the aspiration for all Indians, the envy of our country, Dr. Shashi Tharoor MP. So the duty envisaged on me is the launch of PGDM program. See, the postgraduate diploma programs in management is a unique program which is always treated as a standalone course. That is, you are not falling under the affiliation system. So the institute itself is empowered to run the course, to complete the syllabi, to conduct the exam, to grade the students, and to award the degrees with the approval of All India Council for Technical Education. So from the industry point of view, it is learned that a PGDM is having a much more enhanced acceptance compared to MBA when they recruit management professionals, because of the academic autonomy and the entire autonomy given to the institutes. You have the freedom to change your curriculum as per the present scenario, what is expected by the industry or what is expected in the society. You have the entire freedom to mold, and over and above, it is the brand of the institution that takes away the program ahead. And obviously Atlas Group is a renowned brand pan world as far as quality education, the dissemination of quality education is concerned. And I'm sure from this year onwards, AI International College is going to be talk of the town. Maybe soon it will be the talk of the country. As if you want quality PGDM program, then the premier choice is Atlas AI International College. I wish good luck for the management and also to the newly designated director of the institute, the entire faculty members who have joined the institute. There is a huge responsibility on you all because it's a new institution that too established in the state of Kerala. So the branding, the sticking on to the quality, and the bringing good placements, and rather and about molding the students as true society bound professionals. There is a huge responsibility on you. And I'm sure under the leadership of Munsir, all these responsibilities will be taken care. And soon, maybe in a year or two, again we could hear like how to get an admission in AI International College. That should be the talk of the town when years are nearing ahead. With this, with the permission of Almighty and all my learned colleagues sitting over here or hearing the program, I declare the postgraduate diploma program in management as launched. Good luck to all the stakeholders and the delegates present over here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind support and your wishes. Sure that we will fulfill in soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Dr. Ramesh Unnikrishnan, for your wonderful speech. Moving forward, we have felicitation by guest of honor, Sri TV Ibrahim, Member of Legislative Assembly, Kerala. Indian Union Muslim Leaguelude ജനഹൃദയങ്ങളിൽ ഇടം പിടിച്ച പ്രിയ നേതാവ് കൊണ്ടോട്ടി MLA ശ്രീ TV ഇബ്രാഹിം അവർകളെ ആശംസകൾ അർപ്പിക്കുന്നതിനായി ക്ഷണിക്കുന്നു.
ഹലോ ഹലോ കേൾക്കാവോ?
കേൾക്കാം, പറഞ്ഞോളൂ ഇബ്രാഹിം സാഹിബ്.
അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും, എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എല്ലാവരോടും ആദ്യമായി സോറി പറയാണ്. ഐ ഹാവ് നോ ക്ലിയർ പിക്ചർ അബൌട്ട് ദിസ് പ്രോഗ്രാം. നേരത്തെ ബഷീർ അലി ശിഹാബ് തങ്ങൾ എന്നെ വിളിച്ച് പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് നമ്മുടെ ഒരു ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ കോളേജിന്റെ ഒരു സ്കൂളിന്റെ നടത്തിപ്പോ അതിന്റെ തുടക്കവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഡിസ്കഷൻ ആണ് എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഞാൻ ആദ്യമായി മനസ്സിലാക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് എൻ്റെ പ്രിയ സ്നേഹിതൻ മുൻഷീർ, അദ്ദേഹം ആഗോളതലത്തിൽ തന്നെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ രംഗത്ത് നടക്കുന്ന മാറ്റങ്ങളെ കുറിച്ചും അതുപോലെയുള്ള അതിന്റെ ഡിമാൻഡിനെ കുറിച്ചും കൃത്യമായിട്ട് അറിവുള്ള ഒരാളാണ്. അറ്റ്ലസ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ അദ്ദേഹം ദുബായിലും UAE-യിലും വിവിധ കേന്ദ്രങ്ങളിലും ഒക്കെ നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടുവരുന്ന ഒരു വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ രംഗത്തുള്ള ഒരു പശ്ചാത്തലം, ഒരു ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് അദ്ദേഹത്തിനുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ തുടങ്ങാൻ പോകുന്ന ഈ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ സ്ഥാപനത്തിന് എല്ലാ നന്മകളും വിജയങ്ങളും ഞാൻ ആദ്യമായി നേരുകയാണ്. എൻ്റെ വിജയങ്ങൾ ഞാൻ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് മലപ്പുറത്തുകാർക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഇംഗൽ സിറ്റിയിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ സമുച്ചയം പടുത്തുയർത്തി അതിനുള്ള സാധ്യതകൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കി തന്ന ഈ ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ രംഗത്ത് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന ഈ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ സ്ഥാപനത്തോട് ഞാൻ അതിൻ്റെ ഭാരവാഹികളോട് എല്ലാ നന്ദിയും കടപ്പാടും അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. ഞാൻ അഭിനന്ദിക്കുന്നു. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ രംഗത്ത് വലിയ മാറ്റങ്ങൾ നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് അക്കാഡമിക് സിറ്റി പോലെയുള്ള സംവിധാനങ്ങൾ പോലും നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്ത് അന്യമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ആ രീതിയിലേക്ക് തന്നെയുള്ള ഒരു കുതിപ്പായി, അതിന്റെ തുടക്കമായി, ഒരു നാന്ദിയായി ഈ സംരംഭത്തെ ഞാൻ കാണുകയാണ്. ഞാൻ കൂടുതലായിട്ടൊന്നും സംസാരിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഞാൻ യാത്രക്കിടയിൽ നിയമസഭയിലേക്ക് പോകുന്നതിനിടയിൽ കൊല്ലത്തിന് പ്രോഗ്രാമിന് ഇറങ്ങിയതാണ്. അപ്പൊ അതിനിടയിൽ വന്നുകൊണ്ടാണ് സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ എല്ലാവിധ ആശംസകളും നേരാൻ വേണ്ടി മാത്രമാണ് ഞാൻ ഈ സമയം ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. എല്ലാവർക്കും നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം. വിഷ് യു ഓൾ ദി ബെസ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഗുഡ് ലക്ക്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും, നമസ്കാരം.
താങ്ക് യു ശ്രീ TV ഇബ്രാഹിം സർ. ഈ തിരക്കിനിടയിലും നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ആശംസകൾ അറിയിക്കാനായി എത്തിച്ചതിന് ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷന്റെ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്നും നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. Next, we have Professor Dr. M. Abdul Rahman. He is Director of LBS Center for Science and Technology, Kerala, India, who is supposed to do the digital library launch. Due to some technical issues, he was not able to join with us, but he had shared his messages, wishes for AA group of institutions. Moving forward, we would like to invite Dr. Jidin Tekriwal, the Director of London Academy of Applied Technology, UK, to do the launch of TQ UK program. So.
Oh, hello all. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Jatin. I'm pretty excited to be a part of this historic event. Now, special thanks to Mr. Mohammed Munsi, to Professor Simon Evans, and everyone, all the dignitaries on the dais of the dais. When you talk about the Atlas Ideal International College, I believe they can be one of the strong hegemonic college of the regional education system. The reason behind that, when I say that they can be one of the game changer, there are a number of reasons for that. The number one, the recent education change in policy, recent education policy change, they have capacity and they have a capacity to accommodate the compliance changes as well as the education need of the students. And I believe so they have a system at place which can promote or which can support not only face-to-face qualification but the hybrid mode of qualification and the online mode of qualification, which is a dear need of the demand. Now, the second important point, that being a part of this institution, I believe so, that this college has a vast portfolio of qualifications. And apart from that, the most important part is that the student can take the advantage of geopolitical factor, and then they have a freedom to transfer their credit of qualification in any part of the world, especially with some of the channel partners, with an institution like Anglia Ruskin University and the Newcastle College. And moreover, the last but not least, with the help, with the support of their strategical business unit, which is based in London, called LAT, London Academy of Applied Technology, they have created various kind of a bespoke qualification, which is emphasizing the polishing the capacity, and you can say the efficiency of the student, and to make them more employable. And that is actually the prime agenda of the modern India and PM Modi, that is self-dependent nation, and that is called Atmanirbhar Bharat. With this, I'll wish them best of luck and loads of fortune for their future endeavors. Thank you very much. Over to my colleague, and thanks all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jatin Tekrifal, for your great words and for joining us from UK. Moving next, we have BTech program launched by Mr. Amritesh Pratap Singh, who is the internal verifier of BTech Peers and edExcel UK. So,
hi, very good evening to all the dignitaries. It has been a heavy evening, a great heavy loaded evening. We had some of the very popular dignitaries talking to us, and I'm very thankful to the AGI management for organizing this particular webinar where we all can interact and see the launch of the campus. This has been coming up for many years. I mean, I have witnessed the management's hard work over the years, especially Munsi sir and Pramala ma'am. They have been into this particular process for so long, and finally it has, we could see it happening right in front of us. So with this, we as an organization have focused on delivering some popular qualifications. Why we are different, as our member of parliament, Shashi Tharoor, said that there would be skill development coming in future. The main focus of ours is skill development. The reskilling sector in India is coming up pretty fast. And this is where the BTech programs and their top-ups with the Anglo Ruskin universities are going to work up. The BTech is British Technical Education Council, and it's basically a board which helps in facilitating vocational education in the learners. So it is going to be one of the pillars, and then we have other programs from other awarding bodies like TQUK, COLFI, and IUFP. There are several other programs, but what's the agenda? The agenda is that we are bringing the vocational education to India. Some of the most popular universities from the UK would be participating in different kind of programs offering in this campus. So we want to have this unique experience for the learners. We want them to understand what is different in education. Education has been the prime setup in India lately, with all of these international and universities participating and online education coming up. So this has been really great for all of us to participate and get into this industry and get into this process of offering the vocational education. So yeah, with that, I would once again congratulate the entire team for pulling this up. The hard work of the entire staff. There have been so many people working in the background. I mean, I personally know, I have witnessed this. So it is great. I mean, I'm having the goosebumps seeing the finally the launch is happening, and I can foresee that how this college is going to turn around the landscape of the state as well as in India. We are determined to make a footprint in the market, and we'll do it for sure. We'll do it. Thank you very much, everyone. Over to you again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Amritesh Pratap Singh, for your wonderful speech. Now we would like to invite Mr. Akhil Satish, who is the director of Atlas Group of Institutions and the trust member of Atlas Ideal Educational and Charitable Trust, to share a few words on AI integrated innovative technologies in education. Sir.
Thank you, Krishna, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, one and all. I would like to first thank everyone present here today in joining us for the grand online launch of AI International College. I hope all the participants of this launch surely got an insight into the history of Atlas Group of Institutions, the new policies in the education system, and of course, from the famous personality, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, about the education system after the pandemic situation. It was really an informative session. If I talk about the technology, it's a powerful tool that can support and transform education in many ways, from making it easier for teachers to create instructional material and to enable new ways for people to work together. Technology, when integrated with artificial intelligence into the curriculum, revolutionizes the learning process. More and more studies show that technology integration into the curriculum improves student learning processes and outcome. It brings many advantages to workplace as well, especially in the areas of speed and efficiency, storage and sharing mobility, remote connectivity, automation and communication. And we at AI International College aim to bridge this gap that exists in the conventional academic sphere with a fully automated campus and state-of-the-art amenities by integrating artificial intelligence within the foundation of our system. I'm fully confident that we at AI International College will take this project to new heights, which will help the new generation in achieving their goals. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Akhil.
Thank you. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Akhil Satish, for your wonderful speech. Moving forward, we would like to invite Mr. Omar Abdul Salam. He's the CEO of ADAPT to share a brief introduction on ADAPT, a futuristic learning app.
I'm honored to be here at the inauguration of one of the most innovative and first of its kind institutions in the country. We live in a fast changing world, and producing graduates with more of the same knowledge and skills will not suffice to address the challenges of the future. A generation ago, teachers could expect that what they thought would last their students a lifetime. Today, because of rapid technological and social change, colleges have to prepare students for jobs that have not yet been created, technologies that have not yet been invented, and problems that we don't yet know will arise. At EDAP, our focus is on providing the next generation with skills to help them prepare better for the challenges of rapidly changing world. Giving students the right exposure and the skills at the right age will open whole new possibilities for them. EDAP will be actively involved in developing an environment of ideation, creativity, invention, and imagination inside Atlas Ideal International College. We develop, explore, and nurture ideas. EDAP-powered AIIC Innovation and Incubation Hub will foster innovation, research, and entrepreneurial activities. We will provide a platform to flourish for budding entrepreneurs and innovators through various interventions and initiatives. In today's world, when students are able to adapt to new requirements and overcome unexpected obstacles, they'll thrive no matter where their lives take them. Our focus on 21st century skills should move beyond just a line in our institution's mission statement and into practical classroom applications. Students will reap the benefits in and out of the classroom. There's a famous saying that we have 21st century learners taught by 20th century teachers in 90th century classrooms. At EDAP-powered Atlas Ideal International College, I can assure you that 21st century students will learn new skills and begin their journey to a successful life and career. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Omar Abdul Salam, for sharing about EDAP. Moving next, we would like to invite Mr. Manishiri Abdul Majid, who is the Secretary of Atlas Ideal Educational and Charitable Trust, to felicitate this function. He is an educational philanthropist who guides and supports colleges in Malabar as part of his role in managerial position. He also holds a senior position in the Association of Private College Management. He maintains a very rich relationship with ministers and leaders cutting across political lines. We would like to invite Mr. Manishiri Abdul Majid to felicitate this function. Sir.
Assalamu alaikum, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Good afternoon, everybody. Highly revered chief guest of this function, the chairman of the session, our honorable and venerable visitors, dear friends and colleagues, welcome to AI family. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very delighted to be the part of AI College virtual launching ceremony. We are delighted to have your two participants and share in this session. Thank you for your esteemed presence. It is my pleasure to take this opportunity to heartily congratulate all the hands and heads who worked hard for giving this nice experience during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our long crisis dream bloomed here as a result of innocent hard work and teamwork. A group of people have worked extremely hard for the last few years to make this day happen. Yes, we live in a world which is heading towards the fourth industrial revolution. We are familiar with the great stage of transformations and renovation from the primary level to the higher education sector in a short period of time by the impact of forging progressive ways. It is historical fact that 50% of the student population of Kerala migrating of the states and countries of pursuing higher education. To fill that gap, AI International College, furnishing with modern technology, comes forward today, launching PGDM programs as a commitment of the educational revolution for the Keralans. It is our pleasure to share with you that the college puts forward a British degree taught and autonomous system under AICT with the approval of the central government of India, along with the 2 years MBA program, in additional to the golden opportunity to get ordained in a British MBA simulatory system. The reasons and revival of the change in the area of education will be heard across the world by the advent of AI International College, and we can assure the Kerala will be benefited by the launching of its educational culture of knowledge. I do not want to prolong my words. May I wish you all the compliments and prayers with this virtual language launching a complete success. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very, very much indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Manisheri Abdul Majid, for your kind words. And next, we have vote of thanks. And hereby, we came to the end of our inaugural ceremony of AA International College, Malappuram. To do the vote of thanks, we have with us Mr. Sachin Patil, who is the Director of Atlas Group of Institution. For past 13 years, has helped the organization to scale up great heights through his ardent and efficient analysis. He's having strong academic and financial background, which helps in emerging advanced courses with detailed feasibility study in Atlas Group of Institutions. We would like to invite Mr. Sachin Patil to deliver vote of thanks. So,
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. A very pleasant good evening to all of you. It's my privilege to receive this golden opportunity to express my hearty vote of thanks to all the eminent personalities gathered here for AI International Grand Online Launch on this day. Allow me to begin by expressing my profound gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Member of Parliament India and former Under Secretary General of the United Nations. Our guest of honor, His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Sakar Al Nuaimi, Director, Ministry of Economy, Ajman, UAE, and Mr. Virendra Verma, Member of Parliament, UK, for accepting to grace this day with their presence and to provide the blessings and support to help AI International College to build its strongest education foundation in this field in Kerala. I would also like to express my deep appreciation to Dr. Muniruddin, Director of AI International College, Kerala, for welcoming all our esteemed guests with his philosophical words. Janab Panakad Saeed Bashir Ali Shihab Tangal for his presidential address unveiling the future of international education in Kerala. Our online grand launch guest of honors for the day, Shri P.K. Kunjalikoti, Member of Parliament, India, Shri P. Ubaidullah, MLA, Kerala, Shri Vijay Raghavan, former Member of Parliament, LDF Convener, Kerala, Shri K.N. Kadam, MLA, Kerala, Shri A.P. Anil Kumar, MLA, Kerala, Shri K.K. Abid Hussain Thangal, MLA, Kerala, Shri T.V. Ibrahim, MLA, Kerala, for their inspiring words. I would also like to thank VIP invitee of the day, Dr. Simon Evans, Director, International Partnership, Anglo-Ruskin University, UK, Ms. Laura Rose Troop, Head of International Newcastle College, UK, Mr. J.D. McMahon, Chief Financial Officer, Seeding Brains and International Undergraduate Foundation Program, UK, Colonel Dr. G. Thiruvasagam, Vice Chancellor, AMET and Vice President of Association of Indian Universities, Professor Dr. Ramesh Unnikrishnan, former Director AICT, Government of India, Professor Dr. A. Abdul Rahman, Director LBS Center of Science and Technology, Kerala, for accepting our invitation, briefing about UK and India education system and throwing light on blending of India and UK education as per the new education policy of 2020. I also extend my special thanks to the prominent members of Atlas Group of Institutions, Mr. Mohammed Munsir, Chairman of Atlas Group of Institution and Trust Founder of Atlas Ideal Education and Charitable Trust, for presenting the mission and vision of AI International College. Ms. Pramila Devi, CEO of Atlas Group of Institution and Trust Founder of Atlas Ideal Education and Charitable Trust, for giving detailed insight of journey of Atlas Group of Institution. Mr. Akhil Satish, Director of Atlas Group of Institution and Trust Member of Atlas Ideal Education and Charitable Trust, for presenting the importance of emerging technology in modern education system. Mr. Manisari Abdul Majid, Secretary of Atlas Ideal Education and Charitable Trust, Dr. Jatin Tekriwal, Director of London Academy of Applied Technology, Mr. Amritesh Pratap Singh, Internal Verifier, BTech, PSN, Edexcel UK, and Mr. Umair Abdul Salam, CEO of EDAP, a futuristic learning app, for pitching light on artificial intelligence role in intellectual growth of students. At the same time, I would express my sincere gratitude to all the invited guests from India and UAE business communities to give their most valuable time to us. Dear all, an event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling week back. It requires planning and an eagle's eye for implementation. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues of Atlas Group of Institutions who know their jobs and are result-oriented. Therefore, I extend my thanks to the managers, supervisors, marketing team, admin staff members, and IT team of Atlas Group of Institutions for the enormous cooperation in conducting today's grand online launch. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are all most grateful to our anchor of the day, Ms. Krishna. We are all inspired by her great words. We thank you for being with us today evening. Last but not least, I would like to take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt acknowledgement to all the members directly and indirectly associated with our group who have spent long hours in order to make this launch a great success. If I have involuntarily missed out thanking anyone in particular, please accept my deep gratitude. Thank you so much again to all the people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin Patel. Hereby, we are winding up today's program, today's online inauguration ceremony of a International College. But before that, we would like to thank all the attendees and participants who have joined us today for taking your valuable time from your busy schedule and marking on the spectacular day. And trust me, only you and your presence made this day more and more beautiful. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you.
Krishna, 1 second. ഇന്ന് നമ്മുടെ ഈ സൂം ലോഞ്ചിങ്ങിൽ പങ്കെടുത്ത എല്ലാ മലയാളികൾക്കും അറ്റ്ലസ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷന്റെ പേരിൽ ഞങ്ങളുടെ സ്നേഹം അറിയിക്കുന്നു. ഇനി ഫ്യൂച്ചറിലും നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രാർത്ഥനയും സഹകരണവും ഞങ്ങളോടൊപ്പം ഉണ്ടാവും ഞങ്ങൾ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങളുടെ സഹകരണവും നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രാർത്ഥനയും പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇന്നത്തെ ഉദ്ഘാടന ചടങ്ങ് ഇവിടെ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുകയാണ്. എല്ലാവർക്കും അറ്റ്ലസ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷന്റെ UK, UAE, ഇന്ത്യ ശാഖയിൽ നിന്നും ഉള്ള അങ്ങേയറ്റത്തെ നന്ദി അറിയിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങളുടെ വാക്കുകൾ ഇവിടെ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുകയാണ്. ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.
Thank you to all.